So far, so good. Get out of the way, Grandma. I've got a YouTube video to make.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome to Midtown.
They told me hard work pays off. They lied. I gave everything to El Gato. They took it all and threw me out like trash. No home, no money, just the streets, and a promise to myself. I'll show them what it's like to lose everything.
Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. On the last episode we set up our first factory and we actually managed to produce some expensive classic clothing for men and women. Today, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to check if that's sufficient. We're only producing about 25 units a day right now, a little bit less than that. I'm not sure how much we're going to sell in a day. We're also going to start producing other things, modern clothing, modern expensive clothing, and that should get rid of most of the things we need in the clothing store. So let's go ahead and call our good old friends in Factory Supply Depot, because we are going to need some more factory supplies. We'll have to wait till it opens though first, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's give him a ring then. Industrial clothes. Wednesday, 2 PM. Oh, perfect, so we can get it later today. So we'll need, let's see, 2 more input stations. Or is it? No, just 1 more input station, yeah. 2 output stations. 1 laser cutting machine, that's going to be the biggest expense. 2 industrial sewing machines, and we're going to need, looks like, 1 more conveyor belt. Oh, and a splitter. I think that should be everything we need. Yeah. That is going to be quite a bit of money, but it'll be fine. Also, maybe looking to paying off that, but not yet. We need this factory supplies more. So let's wait until it gets delivered then. So we're pretty much just going to copy that design we've got going on over there. Oh, whoops. We may have forgotten the circuit machines. Okay, so we might need to put these a bit further apart, actually. Second thoughts. That's fine, we'll just scoot along a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Oh, missing the sewing machines again. There we go. Right, that looks good to me. That didn't take long at all. Now we just need to set the recipes on these things. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, goodness sake. Fly. There we go. Right, let's set these things. What was it again? Fabric, that was it. So, fabric, modern, expensive. Oh, sorry, no, just fabric, expensive. There we go. We turn it into cut fabric, modern, expensive, which then gets turned into modern, expensive, female, and modern, expensive, male. There we go. So, I think that should be everything we need there. We just need to hire 3 more members of staff, 3 more factory workers. We'll go ahead and do that now. Try and get some good ones. 1, 2, 3. And assign to industrial clothes. There we go. So now we can go into the industrial clothes schedule and just autofill. Fast autofill works for me. Or actually it doesn't. we'll do it manually again. Just gonna move more to this side of the day as well, so I can see them working. Okay, so this fella's off to go get some more fabric. That's what we like. Okay, this thing is now being lasered. So far, so good. There we go. So this thing looks like it's working just fine. So that being the case, let's go ahead and go and speak to our logistics managers again. So we'll have 100 of those, 100 of those, and 100 of those, 100 of those. Or, sorry, 1,000 of those, 1,000 of those. Brilliant. So we're going to be shipping. We want to get 1,000 into our warehouse 1, and then. Yeah, gonna be pretty good. Yeah, looks good to me. So that should be delivered the following day. Let's have a look at expensive jewellery as well, because we might be able to manufacture that while we're at it. Jewellery can be manufactured out of metal bands, uncut gems. So we're going to need... Interesting. So, it looks like we're going to need polishing machines, consumer goods assembly machines, laser cutting machines, input and output stations. So I'm guessing it goes through only one of those each. Let's have a look at these two recipes. So cut gems expensive. So that's made using a polishing machine out of uncut gems. Oh, it's made in a laser cutting machine. Okay. Consumer goods assembling machine. Yeah. We could probably do this at this little factory here. It doesn't need to be just a clothing factory. It could also do jewels, why not? So tomorrow, let's give them another call and see how much it would cost to manufacture all that. Let's just check it ships. Doesn't appear to have shipped. So what's going on there? Or maybe it's shipped to the warehouse 1, but not to... yeah, I think that's what's happened. So they've shipped to warehouse 1, but warehouse 1 hasn't shipped to our clothing store. Looks like it's got one day delay on it. However, you'll note that Mega Clothes is now getting 19,000. 19,000 a day. That's pretty good. Let's have a look at that in the econ view. Mega Clothes. Here we go. Yeah, it's gone up from 17, maybe 18,000 to 26,000 in one day. That's wild. Getting a bit of theft still, but looks like we've got theft mainly under control. Let's go to our HR managers real quick. Make sure we fill out everyone. So everyone has got HR manager. Good. Looks like everyone's got gold health insurance as well. That should sort out a lot of the factory workers that were complaining. They didn't have good health insurance. Okay. Quick question for anyone that knows. Please feel free to comment in the description. What is the point of a factory worker having more skill? Would it be more efficient to just hire a ton of unskilled factory workers? I don't know the answer to that. Maybe I'll look that up in between. Yeah, that's fine. To be expected. Right. So yeah, we were going to call the factory supply store again once it's open. So we'll just play some games for now. Then we can go ahead and call a factory supply store. So, polishing machine. Ooh, yeah, okay. This one's going to be a bit more expensive. I see that now. Where is the consumer goods? Okay, so that is not as expensive as the polishing machine, but the polishing machine... We're going to need a laser cutting machine and a polishing machine and all that together. That's more money than we have. Okay then. Well, fair enough. Potentially might look into paying that loan off just so we can take out a bigger loan. Might not be. If I'd shout, you know. It might not be. So let's just have a quick look first. Where are we thinking of expanding next? So, Maury Hill, we've got 2 businesses operating there. We've got another web development agency and a clothing store, making some pretty good money. Midtown, let's have a look at that. And let's also have a look at Lower Manhattan. Where even is Lower Manhattan? Over here. Let's have a look at Lower Manhattan, yes, and Industrial City. Industrial City might be a good one to conquer next because we're just already there. We've got a base of operations there. Let's see what we can rent out there. Office and retail. Looks like Industrial City is going to be a retailer in its own. Fair enough. We can get some C1 properties here though, so I think setting up a clothing store in Industrial City would be a good idea, you know. Let's see what else. Over in Lower Manhattan, we've got both offices and huge retailers, so that's an opportunity. Yeah, we could do one of each, clothing and maybe another web development agency or something of the sort, and then maybe just a huge clothing store. Okay, huge clothing store. That would be interesting. Midtown, what have we got over here? Mainly offices. There are 2 retail properties, but they're both very small. So it's going to be what Bizman says, really. Or sorry, Market Insider. So let's have a look at Midtown. What are they demanding? Okay. So they do want some of this... It's interesting, it seems to be the cheap clothing that's in demand there, but there's sufficient demand that opening a store there would be worthwhile. I think the office buildings are going to be better there in Midtown though, because we can get larger buildings. I think it's only the A buildings that are available to rent there. As for the demand, graphic designer fees not in demand, really. Only 33%. Programmer fees 30%, lawyer fees 30%. So both in really low demand. Midtown's going to be a tough nut to crack, I think. Yeah, well, only got 2 A buildings. They're or very next to the smallest possible building. Might be worth setting up a clothing store there though, just because we've shown that even with we set up an A2 clothing store, and that's getting us a lot of money. So it shows that clothing stores can be profitable. We also got a factory. We can scale it up very easily without any additional cost. And then we'll be able to hit all the nails there. Also, Midtown, they do pay more for their goods there as well, which is another thing. All of these offices seem to be pretty small though as well. Can't run that. Yeah, there's... yeah, J's. Not huge offices. Not like the K's. The K's, they really make some money with the K's. So, yeah. I mean, if I look at Bizman now, the web development agencies, they're the K's, they're making 25,000 a day, average. So that's more on weekdays. Whereas the TerraLaw, it's only making 6,000 a day, average. I mean, the coffee shop is comparable to that, to be honest. Which is wild, that the coffee shop is comparable to that, but that is what it is. Coffee shop will be, you know, working on the weekends. It's probably what's doing it. Yeah, the clothing store is actually not far behind our massive web development agencies. So a clothing store in Midtown, I think, is a way to go. We could set that up very easily, actually. Very easily. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that right now. Let's go ahead and... Oh, first off, where is Midtown? Here it is. So there's two A properties. I think we're going to rent them both. We're just going to start a new business here as a clothing store. We'll call it Mega Clothes 1. And then we'll change the other one. Be Mega Clothes 0. So go back to Mega Clothes 1. We'll start setting up all the standard sort of stuff. Then we'll give... Here we go. A2 clothing. It's such a small investment. Look at that, 100,000 investment for something that's going to be potentially earning us 20,000 a day. So it'll pay itself off in 5 days. That's wild. How's that for a return on investment? And then it'll just be churning out money for us forever. Almost tempted to... It'd be so easy to just open 2 clothing stores, actually. Or a clothing store and a coffee shop. Just conquer Midtown. Just absolutely conquer it. Let's see what Midtown's actually really wants. What's really in demand. Fast food, and also like a supermarket. I bet we could open a supermarket there and do quite well. More fast food, they also want books. So a bookstore would do quite well as well. But I think a food store would do really well. Might want to do that, actually. Might want to do that. Oh, that's one scaling issue, though. How's our warehouse doing? I don't know how many this... It can deliver up to 4 destinations. So that's our new clothing store, and then that's it, really. So we're going to need to scale that, which probably means buying a van. So let's go ahead and do that now. And when I say a van at this point, I don't mean a van, I mean a freight truck. So the idea is we're going to park this big freight truck in our warehouse, warehouse 1, and then we'll have to remove the old one. Whoa. Get out of the way, Grandma. I've got a YouTube video to make. Okay, now we need to take the old van out. For anyone who doesn't know, if you press and hold the C key, you can see backwards. There we go. How is this so dirty already? I've only just bought it. What on earth? Does not look like it's gonna fit. Well, it fits. Yep, it fits. I guess it's like the TARDIS this warehouse. Which is quite nice, because it's bigger on the inside. A lot bigger on the inside. Right, so, looks like we're getting that set up there. Let's go ahead and have a look at logistics now. If anything's changed. Up to 8 destinations now. Brilliant. That's going to help us scale quite a bit. So we can get a clothing store there. We could also get a bookstore there. I like the idea of doing that. I'm just going to start numbering them straight off the bat because otherwise it's just going to get annoying at this point. So we're going to set up a bookstore. Definitely didn't say anything else there. We're going to set up a bookstore. At the same time, I don't think we can call these guys now. Yeah, they closed at 4. Well, that's fine because I don't think they can install 2 places at once anyway. So it's going to be a slight delay on that one. We're going to go to our old apartment for tonight. I think we're probably going to need some food though. Okay, let's wait till they've installed everything. Till the next day. Oh, that reminds me. Are we actually headhunting for right things at the minute? Customer service and cleaner. Yeah, that's what we need. We also probably need some security. You know what? I could use some more headhunters, so I'm just going to go ahead and hire some more headhunters. Okay, so you, rather than... We're not going to need any more of those in a while, so let's get some more headhunters. Yeah, we're just going to have a headhunter for everything. We've got the money, we can afford it. Just simplify things later on. So the crazy thing now is, we make more money in a day than it costs to set up one shop. So we're getting at the point, very close to the point now where we can set up a store like every day, I guess. And then scaling just gets ridiculous. But that is what it is. Ultimate Clothes Zero still has not enough. It might be because we've just not created enough to fill up a full rack yet, so I think it's just the second rack that's out. Let's have a look at sales versus how much we're producing. So in the last 7 days, yeah, it looks like we've sold quite a few of these clothes. I think we're just going to hire some more staff because, especially if we're opening up a new one, we're going to need to double or even triple it. Let's go ahead and hire some more factory staff, and we can be working at double or even triple shifts. Oh, why are we hiring people that don't want to work weekends? Seriously. Let's not do the fast fail. So I can continue playing apparently, and then it'll just notify me when it's finished, which is great. I'm guessing they've multi-threaded it, so it's going to be running on a separate thread. So that's pretty cool. There we go. Let's have a look at it now. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. Much better. Still a little short though. I might just hire one more. I might have miscounted how many I had. But I'm not going to count them all now. I'm just going to hire someone else. So that's going to be producing clothes round the clock now. Let's go ahead and have a look at the new place. We probably will need to go in there and visit it at least once, if only to... Oh, schedule not optimal. But it's because we need someone who can work weekends, isn't it? Well, we're going to fire one of our factory workers that doesn't want to do weekends. Yeah, no weekends. No weekends, fine. you're fired then. Now you don't have to do weekends. Isn't it great? We're going to hire a new candidate that can do weekends. This one can do weekends. Sarah Parker, you hired. Okay, we've arrived here at the clothing store. And, oh, looks like they've managed to set up the security panels this time. That's nice. Wonder if they fixed that in a recent patch. Well, good job, developers, in any case. It's working. Right, well, yeah, everything looks cool. So let's go on and head back, because we are about to drop dead. So, get a taxi. We would like to set up an A2 bookstore, please. So I think that's one of the templates that I designed earlier. So it might not be quite right. So we might have to go ahead and fix that. Actually, in fact, before we do it, I'm just going to quickly save here. I'm going to go to main menu. I'm going to go into the design, open up in the design, and make sure it's all looking good. Right, so real quick, let's go open up BizMan, go to our logistics manager. Warehouse 1 needs to ship to Mega Clothes. All these guys. And to install the A2 bookstore. We'll need to contact our purchasing agents and get them to double how much clothing we're buying. So that'll come Monday, which is it's approaching the weekend now, so we've got the rest of the week to set up the clothing store. However, I think I'm just going to have these guys do an urgent order. In fact, no, we don't need to, because we've probably got clothes at the warehouse, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Let's just make sure our logistics manager is delivering everything we need to. Okay, 2 logistics delivery alerts. Yeah, fair enough. Understandable. Still probably worth opening though, because we've got all the cheap stuff, so we can start selling that straight away. So let's go ahead and do all the necessary stuff for that then. So we're going to hire a decent cleaner. Okay, looks like it's finished scheduling. Looks good. Let's open. Oh, and set the prices. Now in Midtown, we can actually get away with some pretty expensive prices, even for our cheap stuff. Nothing's cheap in Midtown. Perfect. So all we need is marketing now. This place is already open, already trading. Great. Cool. Now we'll just wait another day. Do you know what I think I'm going to do is... I'm going to set up another one of these headquarters, the D2 ones. Got any D2 offices available for anywhere? Let's run that, and we're going to just set this to just handle logistics. So we'll call it Giga Logistics. Okay, so we can go ahead and call the Kingdom Office Company. But not today. So everything has to be done on Monday. Oh, please don't quit. I don't want you to quit just yet. 50,000 for a Saturday sales, not bad at all. Looks like Mega Clothes now is up to 6,000 in income, which is very nice. We should have got our delivery. Oh, did I set the logistics manager properly? If not, let's do it real quick now. There's still time. Yep. Good thing we caught it. Any second now. There we go. Talk about cutting it close. Yeah. You've not got the novels? I specifically put an emergency order in. Paid extra for that. Very disappointed. Well, I never. That's outrageous. Outrageous, I say. Okay, well, what stock has it got now? It's got some stock. We'll open it. It's fine. Just set all the prices first. Let's see what we need. There we go. Still can't get any marketing. Yeah, that's all sorted. Looks fine to me. Cool. Yeah, we don't need 24-hour cleaning.
Welcome, my friend. Welcome to Midtown. This is the most prestigious neighborhood in the city of Manhattan. And we at Go Investments strongly recommend that we avoid any conflicts of interest. Do you understand? That means understanding who runs things in town, okay? Good.
Cool. Looks like we've just got a call from the richest person in New York. Yep, he's a bit scary. He makes 5 million a week. Big fish. Yeah, we'll keep things small in Midtown. We've only opened up 2 little stores. Oh yes, but we've snuck into 5th place here. 5th richest person in New York. Still can't afford a shave. We'll maybe have to visit a hairdresser at some point. Maybe yes, if we save up and pay off our loans. Yeah, our profitability's skyrocketing now. Jessica, we're coming for you. And after Jessica, Ingrid. Oh yes, we're going to go for them all. Unfortunately, we have just about run out of time today. So if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to find out when the next one comes, when we'll finally check out how our clothing store and our new bookstore is doing. We are going to be expanding like crazy next episode, and if possible, I think we might try and get at least 2 businesses in every single neighborhood in New York. That'd be a pretty good target. So if you want to see how that goes, tune in next time. Until then, I've been Skanu, signing out.